Hi there! I'm going to try something really wacky and crazy today. I'm going to make a pickups video that is pretty normal. I'm not going to go all weird on it. I just went on a trip, came back a couple days ago, and I thought, hey, you know what? I picked up quite a few movies and games. Let's just give a quick rundown of what they are. I'll give a quick blurb on each and not a whole story. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to start with movies here and get them out of the way. I've never seen Wayne's World 1. I've seen 2 on TV. And I've decided I never wanted to buy one without having to buy the other. I was just mentioning this a few days ago, and after a few years of looking, I finally found a 2-pack of Wayne's World 1 and 2. Dr. Sleep. I've read the book. It's the sequel to The Shining. I didn't really care for the book, but I think the book had so much filler and stuff I didn't care about that I think it might actually make a good movie. I'll give it a shot. We'll see. Shaft 5. Also, the third movie in the Shaft movies series, just called Shaft. I hate that. I'll get into that in another video. The Curse of La Llorona. Man, if you go on the internet, you will see people debating back and forth whether it is part of the Conjuring series. I have decided it is. It's also the hardest one to find, in my opinion. I have found it new for $40, and I'm like, no, that's not what's going to happen. Used for $12, a little too much, still not $40. I'm going to dive into the Wii games real quick here, and I'm going to go with Spray. I've seen Spray in the store so many times, it seems so generic, but after falling in love with Splatoon and Super Mario Sunshine, of course, just spraying stuff around, I thought I'd give the back of the cover another look, and they're saying you can spray slime, water, vomit, and ice. Vomit? Alright, I'm in. I'll buy it for $4. Heathcliff, Fast and the Furious. Wow. Okay, so I've heard good things about this one. I have to see it for myself. $4? Sure. M&M's Adventure. Just reading the back of the box makes me think the story is awful. It's in a factory, so the game's probably awful. And if it's anything like the M&M's Kart Racer game, it will be awful. And there's not many games I go full awful on, but I hate that Kart Racer game. Last Wii game here, Xenoblade Chronicles. I missed it when it came out in the stores. I ended up buying it for my new 3DS. I love the 3D view. However, in order to make the text legible on the small screen, they've had to zoom in so much. So you don't really see the action because it's cluttered by the screen. I'm still able to play it. It's a good time. But now I've got a problem. Do I start over on the Wii version, which will look nice, but loses the 3D and all my hours put into the other one? I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me decide that one. Pros and cons, right? Neat little story here. Mark Echo's getting up. I just recently heard about it a few months ago that it's not just your generic skateboarding and spray painting game, which that's just always what I thought it was. So I thought I'd buy it. Picked it up in a store in Saskatoon, and I was in a different store, and some guy was asking the people for it, and I'm like, hey, I just picked it up. You can't have it. He was sad, but that's my job in life, to make people sad, right? Return to Castle Wolfenstein Tides of War. I'm assuming this is the whole game plus whatever expansion it is. I'm hoping. It's the only console Wolfenstein I think I don't have. Except for a digital download of the Wolfenstein 3D. I do have that on Super Nintendo, but that's a different animal, of course, we all know. Hot Shots Tennis, Get a Grip. I like the Hot Shot series. In the same store I got this one, there was a used copy for $7. This is brand new for $5. And, you know, more than anything else, I bought it just so I can crack open a PSP. It's been a long time since I opened a brand new PSP game. Skipping to the DS, Gremlins GIZMO. Oh man, I saw this in Walmart a long time ago, passed on it. Wish I hadn't. Heard it's awful, but hey, you know, it's Gremlins. I like Gremlins. Maybe there'll be a third movie someday and I'll pick this up proper. There's a Wii version. I think it's the same game as this, only on the Wii. I'll get that if I see that, you know. I guess that's the only DS game. 3DS is next with Code of Princess. I think 23 is a pretty good price. I don't think I've ever seen it in used game stores before. 3D side-scrolling action platformer RPG, and it's by Atlas. It looks really nice, so looking forward to playing that one. I'm going to skip to PS1. Man, Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness. I have never come across this game with the instructions. Like, is this game cursed? Did it not come with instructions or a cover? So this one was free. It was buy one, get one. So I'm like, you know what, whatever. If I see it down the line and spend money on it to get the cover and everything, great, because I didn't pay anything for this copy. The other one that seems just kind of interesting, because I like kids' games if they're done well enough and they're not too patronizing. So Tonka Space Station, create, manage, and protect your very own Tonka Space Station. That sounds pretty cool. Never much of a Tonka kid, but hey, whatever, could be fun. And now I'll zip to PS2. I think I always avoided Dark Angel because the TV show, I never saw the TV show, but I thought, it's a tie-in thing, I don't really want it. But I think this is a standalone thing, so this time I bought it. Got it in a comic book store in Moose Jaw I'd never heard of before. And they had the games in there too, so I did not waste my time. Mackay Kingdom. Last time I was in Saskatoon, I saw it. It caught my eye, but I didn't buy it. Later, I found it is kind of part of the Disgaea series, and since I have every game in that series, except for at the time of this purchase, I did not have Disgaea 6. I thought, I didn't buy it. I passed it up. It wasn't that much. It was like $25. I go back this time. He goes, hey, what are you looking for? I'm like, game I passed him before. It'll be gone now. He's like, yeah, probably. They had 2 copies this time, so bonus. Excellent. It was there. I don't care to collect this whole series, but I do like Harvest Moon. I do have a Wonderful Life on PS2, so Save the Homeland? Yeah, why not? I got a few of them. All right, just skipping to... let's go do cartridges, hey? Big Sky Trooper for the Super Nintendo. It's by JVC and LucasArts, and it uses the same engine, I'm told, as Zombies Ate My Neighbors. And I hear it might even be a better game. I'll give it a shot. I've never seen it in the stores. It was $15. I can't see how I could possibly go wrong on that. Last Action Hero. I haven't heard anything good, but I like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, and I like bad games and cheesy games, and who knows, maybe I'll even enjoy it, but from what I've seen, maybe not. The Rocketeer. I always liked the graphics of it. It always caught my eye in the magazines. I've heard nothing but bad things. I've watched videos on it. It looks like a bad thing. I've had a little bit of time enjoying the NES version. It didn't seem all that bad, and this is completely different, so I was like having that. Thing is, I saw the movie and didn't like it. So I don't know why I'm collecting Rocketeer stuff. Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Game Boy Advance. I forgot this game even existed. One of the main reasons I wanted an original Xbox was to get the Buffy game that was exclusive to it. I still haven't played it, but And here's a side-scrolling Buffy game. I wonder if it plays anything like the Tomb Raider games on Game Boy Color. We'll see. If you look back a few episodes, there's the one where I did the whole name in games challenge, and one of the games was Survival Run, and I did a little fake video of the label being put back on the cartridge. Well, I found a cartridge with the label on it, and it's been glued back on, so it's obviously they're common to fall off, but I like to have it now with the label. Commando, a Capcom game on the Atari. I don't know if I have any other Capcom games on Atari. Of course, it's got all the names on here. Activision, Atari, Data East, Capcom, but whatever. It's kind of fun, I'm sure. Getting near the end here. PS4 games, It Takes Two. This is made by the same people who made A Way Out. Both It Takes Two and A Way Out are co-op only, where you have to be 2 players and work together. So I'm looking forward to playing both of these with my wife, or someone else if she doesn't want to. It's also, these developers also made Brothers, which is not, it is co-op only, but single-player co-op. It's kind of interesting how they put that single-player co-op. And then the next 2 games are co-op only. So it's kind of interesting. You can play online with people with game share and whatnot. Now, I'm going to talk about both these games at once real quick. A long time ago, okay, maybe like 6 months ago or something, I picked up the R-Wing for Starlink, Battle for Atlas, in Dollaramos. $4. So great, here's a whole starter pack. Doesn't include the game. I don't know why that's a thing. But whatever, I'm like, I'm not really interested in the game anywhere, collecting all the ships. So, but then I saw in one of the stores the game loose for $6. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll buy it. so I can actually play with the R-Wing there. And then I did see locally in Regina here, someone was selling all the ships and PS4 accessories and everything. I'm like, cool, I'll buy that. It was pretty cheap. But, I mean, it wasn't all of them. He never claimed it was all of them. I thought it was most of them probably, and it was. As far as I know, it's all of them except for the one ship and the weapon that goes with it. That was a Target exclusive. And the last two, Stardew Valley. I had always thought I wanted to get Stardew Valley. I was just waiting for the right moment. I thought $30 would be fine. And then I never did get around to it. And, I ended up buying it used for $30. I'd rather buy it new so that, the guy can get his money, because it is a charming game. I think it's one of those one-person made-it games. I do like it. So, of all these games, that's the one I've been playing so far. And I'm liking the relaxation, learning how to play it. And last game on the list today, Disgaea 6. Yes, at the time I bought Makai Kingdom, I had not had Disgaea 6. And I got this from the same guy. I got the all the Starlink ships, so I got a bit of a deal for buying both. So yeah, I have all the Disgaea games, and I'm excited to probably dying before I get to play them all, since I'm only a tiny ways into the first game. I really like it. It's just, it's so much time and intimidating, and each game is going to be. But yeah, that's the pickups. I don't, it's so weird. I don't normally do pickups, but I've done several recently. But after these last couple days of going on a little trip to Saskatoon and Moose Jaw, I picked up so much, and I spent too much money. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's make a quick video on them. Keep it normal, not scare off everybody all the time. And there you go. I'm not sure if I'll do a pickups video for a while now, since I'm not going to get a haul like that for a while. That's too much for me for these days. By the way, still haven't found a good outro for the channel, so keep the suggestions coming in.